a day after leaving star center Marc Gasol on the bench down the stretch as the Memphis Grizzlies suffered their 8th consecutive loss, David Fizdale was fired as the Grizzlies head coach. Whether Fizdale's relationship with Gasol cost him his job or this was a more conventional coaching change to shake up a struggling team, the takeaway is the same: Memphis is continuing to try to wring every possible win out of the grit and grind core of Gasol and injured point guard Mike Conley. With those stars aging and little young talent on the roster, the Grizzlies are probably just delaying an inevitable rebuild. Weighted for minutes played this season, the Grizzlies roster scores as the league's 8th oldest, with an average age of 28.2, at season's end. Even that, however, understates the magnitude of the issue for Memphis because young players have sopped up minutes without really contributing much to winning. If we weight by wins above replacement player, WARP, using my metric, zeroing out players who have rated worse than replacement level, the Grizzlies jump to the league's 4th oldest roster. None of the team's 5 top players by WARP, Tyreke Evans, Gasol, Chandler Parsons, Brandon Wright and Conley, is younger than 28, and 3 of the 5 are in their 30s. To the extent that Memphis had success early in the season, it was largely a product of unexpected bounce-backs by injury-plagued Evans, who's on a 1-year contract, and Parsons. That list is an indictment of the Grizzlies' ability to add young talent to the roster. Just one Memphis first-round pick since Conley remains on the roster, and that player, 2015 pick Jarrell Martin, was on the verge of being waived during training camp. The Grizzlies have done a better job mining the second round for talent, with second-year center Deonta Davis playing solid minutes during Wright's absence and rookie wing Dillon Brooks averaging 29.5 minutes per game and rating well defensively by ESPN's Real Plus Minus, RPM. Still, there's no young talent on the roster capable of complementing Conley and Gasol as building blocks, let alone supplanting them in their 30s. Odds are that by the time any player Memphis selects in this year's draft gets to that point, it will be too late. If the Grizzlies somehow manage to stay competitive, the draft might not be much help thereafter because Memphis owes a first-round pick to the Boston Celtics that is top 8 protected in 2019, top 6 protected in 2020 and unprotected in 2021 if not already conveyed. Free agency offers little more hope. With Conley, Gasol, and Parsons on the books for nearly $80 million combined in 2018-19 and 2019-20, the Grizzlies don't project to have appreciable cap space until Gasol and Parsons become free agents in the summer of 2020. Even waiving Parsons and stretching his salary wouldn't make Memphis a player in free agency before then. The logical reaction to where Memphis is as a franchise would be to trade Conley and Gasol for value before their contracts make getting multiple picks and young prospects in return impossible. Firing Fizdale is the latest indication that the Grizzlies are resisting such bold moves, which is understandable in the context of their financial concerns.